Okay, so I just got off a call with an agency owner and it was extremely frustrating. We were talking about his offer and why is it not working for him to scale his agency. And the reason it's frustrating is because I've had the same conversation probably about 50 plus times. And in my DMs, in my email responses, and almost any time we discuss offers, it's like I'm speaking to a brick wall and nobody understands the way it's meant to actually happen. What's been happening is that people have been sold this idea that you offer, i.e. the thing that you're selling, i.e. your service, has to be like this amazing statement, which is so good, so undeniable that it's going to make someone buy. And it's just so far from the truth. Because what's happened is there's a completely different way for me to sell you this phone versus you hiring me to do something for you over a long period of time. It is completely two different things. What's happened is, because there's a few big people in the business space, and if people have made a lot of content telling you that in order for me to sell this, it needs to be that this is the best phone ever and it can do things twice as fast as anybody else. And if it's not going to be, don't worry, we'll give your money back. Basically, that method now people think is the way to sell. A service where you actually have to do the work and actually have to get people to buy something on the other side. Anyway, I ended up putting something together which I want to walk you through right now because I think it's so important to kind of fix that. And the number one reason if you are not scaling your agency is actually this. So it's very important. Anyway, let's jump on my screen. So why your offer is not working. And this is literally what I told him. Because you are doing some bullshit like this. You're trying to set X outcome in Y time frame, or you get some money back, some risk reversal, right? And people think, oh wow, the offer has to sound so good to be true, so people actually would want to buy it. You're focusing on the outcome, right? So you're saying, lose 10 pounds in 30 days, and if not, we'll give your money back. Of course, that sounds amazing, right? So a marketing person has sold you that because you think, oh wow, yeah, that makes complete sense. I just have to go around saying that to everybody and people will be like, wow. And they'll be like, yes, they want to hire me. For too long, I've seen this exact thing and agency owners being stuck with it. And they get fixated on getting this statement to be right, their offer. And they believe if it is, then I'm going to send my cold emails and I'll just get responses because it's too good to be true, right? It's too amazing. How could someone say no? Make it undeniable, make it irresistible, whatever buzzword you want to add. Why doesn't it work? Why does this not work in every single conversation that I have? I'm sitting there saying, cool, amazing. I love that you've created this statement. Good for you. So how many clients do you have? How many people have you actually signed? How long have you kept them, right? Are you on track to do 1 million this year? Are you growing at least 30%, 40% year on year, if not faster? What is actually going on? And in most cases, the answer is no, right? It's because this is not how it works. In my 10 years of doing Gemflow, and which is $100 million in actual agency revenue, have never done this. I don't know any successful agency owner. Go and read. Do you know what CAA is? I would advise you to go and check out this book. Yeah, it's here. Powerhouse, The Untold Story of Hollywood's Creative Art. So CAA basically did $6 billion last year and is one of the most successful agencies. There's books written on basically how they built it. It's amazing. It's great to just understand the world of agency. Go and look at WPP, is one of the biggest agencies in the world. They're a public company. I don't know, let's go to WPP's stock. They're a public company, 4.2 billion market capital right now, market cap, sorry. Anyway, the point is, nobody has ever built a successful agency because they have an offer that sounds like this. You know whose offer sounds like this? Someone that's trying to sell you some information, i.e. a course, an info product, etc. Which makes sense, right? Because you are promising upfront something amazing because you just want them to give you the money. And because when the money comes in, the transaction is over, right? So if I said to you, lose 100 pounds in 30 days because of my X protocol, and it's $29.99, it's $9.99. You would buy it because the transaction is ended. There may be some calls, some support, but it's ended. You got the money, right? It's very different in the service world. It's not how you meant to do it. In the service world, you are going to keep that person and you have to keep talking to them. So what ends up happening, right? So ultimately today, everybody's offer sounds like everybody else. The ironic thing of following advice of people that make a lot of content is that then everybody sounds the same because everybody's just copying that's the method. Oh, cool, plug and play it, done. No one uses their own brain. You think you need to have this one statement. Ultimately, it's too good to be true that you can't deliver it. The amount of people that have a claim like, I can increase your views 2 times in 30 reels or your money back. And it's like, but you can't. And the money back thing will kill you. The amount of agency owners I've got on a call with, and they're like, yeah, we actually had to make 3 refunds because our money back guarantee was killing us. We would do all the work, I would spend all the money, and then I would have to give a refund. And if I don't give a refund, then someone's basically out there bad-mouthing my agency. It's basically the whole, doing these sort of offers is just going to kill your agency. And again, how do I know this? Because it's what I do. So what should you do? What should your offer be? The truth is, all the offer needs to be, all it needs to ever be, how can you actually solve the person's problem? You don't need a one-liner statement. You don't need a chat up lines. This concept is like you're saying, I've got a certain way. I walk up to any girl or guy, and I'm going to say it, and next minute they're going to be in your bed or get married to you or whatever, right? Just like, no. You're going to have to tailor your approach based on every single person you come across so you seem attractive to that person. That is the way to do it, right? So how can you actually solve your prospect's problem? Your offer is fundamental to 3 things, right? How are you going to solve their problem? Why are you the right person to do it? Show your actual expertise and skill in that. It's got nothing to do with your one-line statement. It's irrelevant. The real answer is, on every person you are about to send an email to, every person you're about to have a call with, every person you're about to present a pitch deck to, you have to customize that. It's not this one offer. You have to say based on what they are. So if I'll walk into a room. So I did a pitch the other day. Hopefully, the contract should be coming today to sign. I said to them, we at Gemflow help creators scale their organic content because we understand strategy. We understand XYZ. And this is how we're going to help you do that. Step 1, we're going to figure out your content pillars. Step 2, we're going to show you 30 pieces of content that you need to create based on our research, blah, blah, blah. Step 3, we're going to write down all the scripts for you, all this for you, all that for you. You practically start telling them how you're going to solve their problem. I could have gone into that meeting and said, we will 2x your views. And if it doesn't work, and you'll be able to land your dream brands. And if it doesn't work, you will give your money back. Please work with us. Like, you know how lame that sounds? So what did I do? I position myself based on the problem I know they have. And that is the key, because that is allowing me to position myself to something that they want. And that is the key, right? I understand why people are trying to do the thing in the orange box, right? Because you want something that solves their problem. I get it. But the way it's done is wrong, right? The way it's done, it should be like this, because you're explicitly solving their problem without a gimmick, because people see through those gimmicks. So customize your offer for each person you pitch. And why? Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to listen to me? Why do you want to listen to something I'm saying? Firstly, I'm just annoyed because I cannot keep having the same conversation. I'd rather send them this video and be like, don't ask me this question. It's a stupid question to ask. Number 2, everybody wants high-ticket clients. Everybody wants to work with the best clients. My biggest thing that people come to me is, Shan, it's easy for you because you're Gemflow now. Or it's easy for you to attract big clients because you have all these big clients. It's like, cool, but how do you think I got them? Because I didn't do what everybody else does. I didn't have bullshit. I didn't have gimmicks. I didn't have irresistible. I didn't have the things that you are doing today is why you're not getting big clients. I didn't do those things. Why? Because you attract the best when you don't act corny, when you don't act cringe, when you don't sound like everybody else, when you don't look at the same book or the same information and do the exact same thing. I get ads from like agency owners who look like 12, and they'll be sitting there saying, your offer needs to have these 5 things: risk reversal, dream outcome, irresistible, whatever acronym you want to throw in. And it's like, oh man, like people not only listen to advice, which doesn't work in the agency space, but they also then re-say the same thing in their own ways 100 times. And it's like, no, that is the way you'll sign the bottom 10% clients. Because when you are promising like some crazy thing, the lowest people will believe you and they'll become your clients. I spoke to another guy the other day and he goes to me, we keep getting low-end clients, unqualified clients, clients that are a headache, clients that don't pay us enough, clients that just want to leave. And I was like, man, do you know why you get all of that? Because of your offer. Because of your marketing, because of the way you position yourself. You are literally positioning yourself for the bottom end. It's like going to, the worst part, going to the worst area in a city and saying, oh wow, like, I don't like this country. Yeah, because you're in the hood, or you're probably in like the worst place where you shouldn't be, where it doesn't represent the country, right? Like you are going to the wrong place to get the clients. Because of the way your offer is, you're bringing in the bottom clients. Because any real businesses, they're never going to work with someone that's sitting there saying, I'll get you 2x the views, because it's childish, it's cringe. It's not how it works. So any business owner knows you can't just walk in and 2x my CTR. You can't just walk in and 2x my views. You can't just get me 2 times more customers because you have no data to make such claim. Do you understand? You have no data. You have no way of knowing. I got an email just before this. Some girl's like, we can increase your CTR by this much. Your thumbnail is not performing. But just because you're going to vidIQ and looked at it for 2 seconds, like you don't know. That's the biggest thing. You think doing some outcome, you are automatically thinking, I care about the outcome. That's why it's going to ruin your chances of signing clients because you don't know. The positioning is so important and that is how you're going to sign top 1% clients because you're customizing what you do based on the problem they actually care about. And that is how you do it. So anyway, look, stop making offers that sound like everybody else, gimmicks and whatever else. Stop trying to use course mentality into selling a service. The goal of an agency is that you have to love helping other people. You want to keep clients for a long period of time. My clients have been with me for almost 9 years now, some of them. And over time, you increase the lifetime value because you keep solving more and more problems for them. And that allows you to build a bigger, better agency and allows you to make more money out of each one. It allows you to bring someone in of $5,000 and get $50,000, even $100,000. I have clients today that will make $500,000 out of this year. And what's crazy is for me that I see like, yeah, of course, because I solve a bunch of problems for their business, I deserve to get paid that much. But someone listening would be like, that's impossible. And the reason it's impossible because you're not following the things that you should be doing. Stop bullshit offers. Start really working on going after the right clients and customizing your offer, and you'll end up signing better clients. It's as simple as that. And look, if you want my help and you're someone that's stuck doing this stuff and not scaling, and if you're, anywhere between 20 to a few $100,000 a month, you'll be in that position, like struggling to grow. Just book a call with me and my team and let us help you. Anyway, look, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.